So let's look at the second one because number one was so easy. So again, I want to take the derivative. Remember, derivative is the slope. And I'm going to power down each term just like I have been doing when I've been finding the derivatives. And then here I'll power down. Remember, that's x to the 0, which I don't write, and then the derivative of the constant is nothing. And then I'm supposed to find the slope when x is 3. So I'll just plug in the 3. Hopefully I can do the math okay. So that's going to give me 6 times 9, which is 54, minus 6, which is 48. Pretty steep slope. And on this last one, hopefully you noticed, hey Torres, I can simplify that. I'm going to do that first because otherwise I'll have to use the product rule. And let's see, that's really tangent of x times 1 over tangent of x, which means, oh, I get my Harry Potter wand out, those cancel. So f of x is really equal to 1, which means if I take the derivative of a constant, it's just 0. So f prime of anything, specifically 1, since that's the x I'm plugging in, is 0 because it's a constant value. Okay, so now, since the direction said, hey, with your calculator, I haven't shown you this yet, so take out your calculator, and you're going to go to math. It is number 8, and it says n deriv, and what it takes for parameters is the function. So you're going to type in whatever the expression was, and then the variable with respect to, which of course is going to be x, and then the x value. So on the very first one, we're going to have n deriv, and then we're going to put 5x squared because that's the function. It's with respect to x, and the x value is 2, and double check to make sure that we get 10, which is what we have. And then on the next one, we're going to do n deriv, and you're going to type all of this in, and then x, because it's with respect to x, and then 3, and see if you get 48. And then on the last one, n deriv, and you can do tangent times 1 over tangent. Oop, don't forget the x. And then x, and then our x value is 1. And we should get 0. So you need to make sure that you can do that on your calculator. Not that these would actually be a calculator question, but if they were, you have a shortcut way of doing it. So just double check and make sure you can do that with your hamsters. So the AP test loves using these tables. So if I gotta find j prime of 1, the first thing I need to know is what the heck is the first derivative of j. And so I notice that I have a product here, so I'm going to need to split them, and I'm going to leave that -4 out in front because it works just like a coefficient. So remember, on my product I've got to do first times derivative of the second, so that'll be g prime, plus second times derivative of the first, so that'll be f prime. And so now that I've got that all established, I'm ready to find j prime of 1. So watch this hocus pocus. Okay, do not do what I just did. You need to rewrite that entire expression underneath the one that I just wrote ahead of that. I was being lazy because I don't have a whole lot of room. So now I'm ready to look at my table and plug in. So let's see, I need f of 1. So this is the f of column, and f of 1 is 3. And then I need g prime of 1, so this is the g prime column, which is 6. So I'm going to have 3 times 6 there. Remember that -4 is in front still. And g of 1, I got to go to the g column, and f prime, I got to go to the f prime column.